But then the missiles that follow are absolutely brutal. They're 5,000 pounders. Okay, these guys need to fall back just a little. EB Gunner currently engaging. There is a lot of stuff just on this road. It'd be great if we could bomb that. Okay, let's take a look here. So this is supposed to be a Lightning. It's obviously an F-16. It does carry 2 JDAMs that are very, very long range. So we can see bombs away without even ever getting into danger. We did lose 2 of our K-1s there. These guys are all fine. We got these recon infantry trying to cross. Commandos are doing just fine. We'll push them back. Let's get these EB Gun back. Alright, howdy boyos. Welcome back to more Wargame Red Dragon. Today, we are playing with the one, the only, the very much requested for probably over a year now, if not more, Ash and Shadows mod. Now, I took a little break, like I said, at the end of my second Korean War campaign. I wanted to de-wargame, maybe de-stress even a little bit, and just relax, but we're back on the wargame train. Now, if you're wondering what Ash and Shadows is, it's basically a huge overhaul mod that sort of takes Wargame Red Dragon, that takes place in like the late 80s or to the early 90s, kind of depending on the campaign. I think some campaigns even take place in the mid-70s, like the China versus the Soviets campaign. But in general, it takes the game and moves it to like a mid-2000s to 2010s scenario. And some people have hailed this mod as basically Wargame 4, considering Red Dragon was the third Wargame, though obviously it's not called Wargame 3, it's called Wargame Red Dragon. But some people basically say, well, yeah, Ash and Shadows is basically what Rob's mod is to Men of War Assault Squad 2. It totally overhauls the game. It makes it totally completely different. One downside, for example, one of the things that always bothered me in the past, but I've come to look past it, is the fact that they added new units in between quotation marks. So when you see unit that's called the F-22 Raptor, or T-14 Armada, or Su-57, they are in name and stats different units, but because you can't change the unit icons or even their appearance in game, a T-14 Armada may have to be played by a T-90 model, or the F-22 Raptor may just have to be an F-15. So if you can kind of see past those things, we can be great friends. With that being said, we're playing the first campaign, which is like basically, you know, the smaller version of the Second Korean War campaign. Now, the intro video and all of this isn't really interesting. I mean, this is probably the 19th time that people have seen all these conversations, and they're really just like, oh no, we're being overrun, oh no. But in all seriousness, if you really care, feel free to read them. I don't think really much has changed regarding that. Like, I think maybe they changed some of these names of the locations, and the intro video, for example, that I skipped this time, there's nothing new there. This basically just says, yo, the Americans will be coming in soon. For now, all we have to do is hold Busan. And this is, again, very quickly where you see what I was just talking about very easily. So here, for example, this 5th Anti-Tank Company, it's represented by a Jeep with ATGMs on it, which in the regular unmodded game, it likely just has a couple of those 25-point, Jeeps. Here, it has 16 K1A2s and a bunch of these Leclerc recon tanks. There's more examples. I guess we can even take a look at this one. These F-86 Sabres, which is what they are in the vanilla game, actually represent this, which is an F-35. So I think that's the Lightning, but because they can't change the icon in-game or the model in-game, the Sabre on the map represents these F-35 Lightnings, and then the F-35 in this case is represented by the F-16 model. So you have to have a little bit of imagination, I guess, when you're playing Ash and Shadows. So when I'm saying, hey guys, look, here goes an F-35 Lightning, and on the map it's a Sabre icon, and in game it'll be an F-16. Just one of the many examples, but I personally have learned kind of to see through that or see past that. I feel like a couple years ago this would have really bothered me, but I'm telling myself it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. I'm trying to tell myself it's not a big deal. So, you know, it's not going to be a big deal then, right? If I just keep telling myself that. With that being said, I'm going to be playing this campaign. They've overhauled every single campaign from the first one all the way to the Second Korean War. They actually have a custom Pearl of the Orient campaign, which takes place in like the late 2010s, where Trump's America is facing China, which I thought was really interesting. And then they also overhauled the China versus the Soviet Union campaign, or Bear versus Dragon, in a sort of Israeli scenario, if I remember correctly. Now, we're going to get through to all of these campaigns in due time. For now, I just hope that you sit back and enjoy watching me learn Ash and Shadows. I took probably about an hour to 2 hours over the last couple days just playing some regular skirmishes against some AI to kind of understand the basics. I went through the armory a couple times. You have to understand, this is not just, oh, we just added a couple of different names and changed their stats. Like, no, there is some big new things, which I personally really thought was cool. For example, if we go to these K1A2s, they have the ability to intercept projectiles. There's smoke launchers. There's a bunch of new things I have to get used to. Mostly the range of weaponry seems to have been increased. Look, for example, at the range of those missiles. Those are pretty long range. Anyway, with that being said, let's jump into the campaign. Hopefully, I'm not too big of a noob in Ash and Shadows to make this unwatchable, but I'm going to have to be learning the game, or relearning the game a little bit while we're playing this. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Alright, so I've moved my units into position. Figured I would just do that real quick without taking necessarily... I basically went through all our unit stats and made sure that I put armor and infantry and some air support in each location. Now we have 30 points, and now what's going to happen is we can spend 30 points. I don't think it's worth it. I think what we should do is spend some points and then save the rest for the American invasion force, which will bring some expensive reinforcements that are going to be very needed for us to push all the way to Soksho. Now, I should add, this is not going to be a speed run of this campaign. I want to take it nice, easy, slow, relaxed. I want to, especially because this will be my first campaign on Ash and Shadows, I want to know what I'm doing, and I want to make sure that it goes according to plan. I think what is very important for us is to realize how strong these Haibayun commandos are. They have insane long range, for infantry anyway, insane long range missiles, high accuracy, high AP. These guys are pretty nuts. So I think best right now is spend 10 of these 30 points just really for these Haibayun. I don't really care about any of these air forces. I mean, we don't really need any air-to-air fighters, and these peace pheasants, they're just not worth it. Not for 15 points with just a bunch of bombs. I don't think they're going to be worth it. That's some really old technology that we're calling in. And then for the other units here, I mean, the only other unit I think is really worth it would be these helicopters, because you do get a bunch of Apaches, but they're almost overkill. Like how good these Hellfires are against any of the North Korean stuff that's coming in right now is basically a little bit of a meh, I don't know if we need it. Now, there's already a couple of Haibayun commandos here in Daegu, so we don't need to send them there. However, we don't have a lot of infantry here in Yongdok. We only have 12 SEALs, and that's it. And I guess some recon infantry. Down here, we have some more Haibayun commandos as well. So if we put this in Yongdok, we have 4 Haibayun commandos in each sector. Instead of having all 3 of them or multiple in the same sector, I think this is a pretty smart idea. And now, we don't really have anything to do other than, I guess, just make sure that all the guys have been moved. We'll end our turn. They'll push into our territory. And I'm kind of thinking, okay, I was wondering if they were going to attack me. It does look like they're immediately going to go on the attack. We do have double their points. It doesn't really matter. The main thing here to take away is the fact that they have 40 infantry. A couple of Shilka, a couple of ZSU, so they have some decent-ish AA, so they have 12 AA units. +4 Strela, +4 of these Hwasong Shang, I can't pronounce that, AA APCs. But other than that, okay, and I do have a couple of these Su-30 MKVs, which these look a little scary. Introduced in the year 2008, so these guys are pretty modern, with some really nice long-range anti-air and some pretty freaking awesome anti-tank guided missiles that can be shot from very far away as well. So I think, what do we have here? We have these Byong-Js. I see our anti-air missiles on these guys aren't as effective. And we don't have any AA other than maybe, do we have AA? No, these guys aren't AA. I don't think we have any AA. We don't have any AA-based units other than these Byong-Js. So we're going to have to risk some of these definitely not fighters against these guys who have way, like, I'm not sure, I mean, the bombs on these are very good, but the pricing seems a little off. These are 5 points more expensive with way better equipment. I mean, then again, we do have some awesome bombs on these guys. So we're going to have to rely on our fighter bombers to knock out their Byong-Jay or their planes, their Su-30s, but only after, I think, they drop their payload and they're returning to base, because otherwise we're going to lose the air-to-air fight with their super long-range missiles compared to ours. We're going to set up our units. We'll be right back. Alright, I think we are ready. One thing you'll notice here is that we have more battle time, and the points here seem to be a little higher than I remember from this particular battle from Vanilla. Now, we have set up 2 K1s covered by a recon in Tuyongjuk. We only have 2 CVs, a tank and an infantry CV, so we had to really make do with just the 2 of those. I'm really locking down Bravo with infantry, and more infantry. We'll get back to that in just a second. We have 2 K1s here covered by a recon with a CV tank here. So the CV infantry all the way in the back with a bunch of cheap Yebigun militia, but they do have a Matisse anti-tank guided missile, which is great, and a secondary launcher as sort of a last stand at 525 meters. So it's actually a decent unit, especially considering they have a 60 accuracy, 20 AP power. I mean, these guys aren't going to be great, but if they do break through, these guys have 2 types of anti-tank. And I'm backing those up with a few recoilless rifles over on this side, with some more Yebigun militia in this building. And then last but not least, these Gongbop-yung, no, not the Gongbop-yung, the Haibayung commandos that I was talking about earlier, they have the anti-air unit symbol, like as if they're AA, but these guys are nuts. They have those amazing missiles. I've got these guys. They are going to be holding the line. They're only trained right now, to my surprise. By the end of this battle, I'm hoping they'll be pretty elite. Now, I don't have any fobs, or I would have like plopped down a fob here to help supply these guys. I only have one. Actually, take one of these away. I have one truck here to just try and supply these guys with new men and supplies right away. If that's not good enough, we can call in some more. Hopefully it's going to be enough. We're going to just go to very slow. Disembark all of these people and drive them the hell out of here. Hopefully that is all of them. Making sure, okay, it's making sure that all of these guys are out of here. Another little note, for example, here you can see these guys are supposed to be K808 Scorpions. As you can see, they're clearly some sort of Finnish, I believe, BTR, maybe 60 or 70. But these guys even have some of those weapon systems that can allow them to get rid of incoming projectiles, which is really cool. Also, for example, these things do not have a 40mm grenade launcher on their model, but they apparently have it in their stats. So you have just a little bit of make-believe, but if you can deal with that, then this mod, I think, will be really exciting. Personally, haven't played much of the mod. Like I said, about 2 to maybe 2.5 hours over the last couple days. Here's these Haibayun commandos. Look at that. And they don't even need line of sight anymore. That's the nutty part. These guys are absolutely awesome. Now, like I said earlier, we don't have any AA, so we're going to have to rely on these jets that we have to knock out enemy jets after they drop their missiles. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm feeling kind of overwhelmed already. There's a lot of stuff coming in. Our commandos are dropping off more missiles, and they are very accurate. Thing is, we're already running through the supply on this Wisent, So maybe we'll send a cargo truck. Get him out here ASAP. Our K1s here might need some support. So we'll send some more. These commandos. Oh, here come. Oh, there's artillery fire from... Let's see if we can mark that. I wonder if we could drop... Oh, there's an SU-30. Okay, that's not good. I wonder if he's going to... Okay, can we knock out this SU-30? Because those missiles are going to hurt. Oh, he set Bliat. Nice. Okay. Oh, wait a second. Wow. Okay, so that did destroy like 6 or 7 of their mortars, which is good. We need to go back to normal. Sorry, I just wanted to quickly take a look at what just happened. There is a lot of units coming in. We did lose one of our K1s, so it's a good thing I'm bringing up another one. Oh, our Yebigun, these guys cannot die. Like, I don't care about this Yebigun, but the Haibayun cannot die. Oh, another, yeah, that's what I was afraid of. They're going to knock out all my tanks slowly but steadily over time. Can we get a massive bomb to drop right there? So these Byonggaes fire 2 fake rockets that I think has to do with the, or 2 bombs, but then the missiles that follow are absolutely brutal. They're 5,000 pounders. Okay, these guys need to fall back just a little. Yebigun are currently engaging. There is a lot of stuff just on this road. It'd be great if we could bomb that. Okay, let's take a look here. So this is supposed to be a Lightning. It's obviously an F-16. It does carry 2 JDAMs that are very, very long range. So we can see bombs away without even ever getting into danger. We did lose 2 of our K1s there. These guys are all fine. We got these recon infantry trying to cross. Commandos are doing just fine. We'll push them back. Let's get these Yebigun back and get another cargo truck or 2. Cargo truck, guess what? You're going to drive away this way. Okay. And another K1. Trying to keep this left flank secure. Currently, we're just destroying them here. Okay, let's get these Recoilers rifles guys out of there for just a second. Switch them out with those Recoilers rifles. These commando guys are just nuts. They are going to run out of missiles here soon, so that's going to be an issue. We do have more bombs to be dropped, so why don't we get one of these Byonggaes out of here. Oh, there's a UAZ recon. Going to keep our eye on that. Hey, bombs away. So it has those fake bombs, but then the missiles are the real bombs, so these things will just not really do anything when they hit. But those... There we go. Nice. Did some suppression. These guys are really low on, these are really low on ammo. Okay, I think we just knocked out a CV, didn't we? Yeah, that's definitely... Oh, 2 CVs even. Okay, good. Okay, our commandos are going to have to retreat a little further so we could actually supply these guys. And we're going to need more trucks up here too. Okay, this cargo truck is almost out as well. We're going to have to drive you out of there. And we can probably get more jets just because we do have more artillery coming in. Hopefully our cargo truck makes it out of there before it gets hit by any armor. Okay, resupply of these things goes real fast. They eat ammo. Those Haibayun commandos are armed with some of the most insane missiles I've seen infantry armed with. That's a good hit again in this game. It's just that you can't resupply them fast enough. They just eat it. They eat up ammo, and that's why I would have loved the FOB, but like I said, we didn't really have access to that. Supply on these... Actually, supplying these cargo trucks is better. You wouldn't think that they are, but they're actually better than the like 800 or so that the vanilla game adds to them, so it's like almost a it's actually more than a 300% increase on them, because I think normally they're like 500. They're looking at 1750 right now. Even if they're only 800, and it's still almost, well, it's more than double. So okay, here's 2 Shilka. That's the fake bombs, and there's the laser guided bombs. Those were pretty accurate. Let's get ourselves a recon Fiat back on this corner so we can watch the bridge in case any units have any funny ideas about running around. And then we'll supply all these units. These Yebigun are alright. They have these Matisse, but they have horrible... Actually, no, I don't know why I said horrible. Their range is alright for these shitty units to have. The accuracy is not that bad as well. I'm happy that these Haibayun commandos have almost... Well, 2 of them have already been promoted twice, and 2 of them have been promoted once. So we have, what, 2 hardened and 2 veteran right now. CV, spotted. That's going to go down any second. Yep. And then over here, we should have that infantry unit, though I'm not sure where it went. Let's call in some more planes, just because we can. And perhaps we could get some recon infantry to drive up here. We'll get them across the bridge and start reconning this town. In the meantime, we can at least get some ammo up here for all of our boys that have been blasting. And over here, I think these guys are actually are doing all right. We can get a cargo truck or two to maybe show up to these people, and then get a Weasent to show up here. Because I mean, these guys are doing good. That's ooh, that was a very close hit, a very close miss. These things are just getting destroyed. They're just ammo trucks, so I mean, they're kind of wasting their rockets on them. At the same time, it's like, you know, 15 points is 15 points. Plane. Yep, that's very important. It's okay. It's okay. They can knock out my cargo trucks with that. It's kind of on them. If they want to waste their their ammo on a cargo truck, I'm not going to complain. We get some bombs away. That Hwasong Pong might not even, or Susong Po might not even survive the bombing run because it's already dead. But whatever. Oh, we actually killed someone with that random bomb in that village. Well, probably. Well, that's a war crime, I guess. When you think about it, I suppose that could be a war crime. I'm not sure how they spotted my trucks driving here, so they must have a unit somewhere over here. Maybe we can get Fiat, get across the river, and we'll get ourselves a Jeep to just set up here to try and get eyes on this open plain area. And don't mind this. This is just my sort of my supply area where I just put all of my old units. We could send some of these Byonggaes to check out what's going on. So again, this is an F-16, which is on the map is an F-86 Sabre, and it represents an F-35. So if you can live with that sort of weird stuff in your brain, then you can live with the Ash and Shadows mod. And personally, I've actually been really enjoying it. So we did lose one of these supply trucks. A little sad, I guess, you know. It happens like that sometimes when they get literally rocketed from a plane that's worth way too many points. We could keep these Scorpions with these recon, but we're going to split those Scorpions up. We'll keep the recon together, and we'll just walk kind of through the town here. They don't have any special weapons, no sniper, no LMG, no nothing, so we're going to have to rely on these Scorpions with their 40 mics to do stuff. Now, I think a huge improvement here is they added a 1 AP power to 50 cals. I think in the vanilla game, the 50 cals don't have AP power because they're considered. There's a lot of vehicles have 50 cal, but here they do have AP power, which personally I really like. So that means that a 50 cal can actually attack and engage enemy transports like BTRs. I don't know, like other transports. I mean, BMPs, BTRs. Personally, I think that's way better of a system than the way that the vanilla game did it, where that wasn't a possibility. Oh, there's a plane. Oh, never mind, he already retreated. And our bombs are away, safe from the Shilka's range. Boom, boom. Ooh, there was some infantry. We're near those guys. Awesome. All right, let's move the recon forward. Try and get us this. I know the range is on this guy, 2,400 meters. Okay, so he could. Oh no, the range. Never mind. It's only 10k. So those ZSUs might have more range though. That could be a good hit for the Byonggae. Oh, that's gonna hit. I don't know. Can we go after this guy? But at the same time, we gotta drop bombs. Oh, dude, that was perfect. Okay, we didn't. Ooh, get out of there. Oh, really? It survived? Oh, I must have. Wow, okay. That was actually. I don't know how they survived because that was like direct hits. But as you can see, I was trying to hit both the jet and like smash those bombs out right before the plane would fly over those anti-aircraft guns. It sucks I don't have any recon helicopters, but at the same time, those probably get shot down, so it's actually kind of okay. Let's keep driving up here. I really want to get those ZUs knocked out with the Byonggae, and then we'll go from there. We have that recon cargo truck we could, I guess, try to attempt to capture. Oh, what was that? So it was an infantry unit right next to that for a second. Here comes the bombs on the ZUs. ZSUs, hopefully just go. Okay, that's actually not bad at all. There's the oh, it's just a single guy. Never mind. This cargo truck's gonna get Actually, I could try and capture it if I just set this to hold fire. I don't know. Free cargo truck's a free cargo truck. Let's be real. We're not in any position where we could just flex and not say that we don't need that. I guess what this could be very specific. If we can target the Shilka and the ZU with 1 bomb each. I was not fast enough. It reloads them. It targets them very fast. I was hoping to click 1 on each, but this will work. Boom. That's some of their heavier stuff out. Range. Okay, the AP range. Actually, this thing doesn't have AP power for some reason. That seems a little weird. Probably should have it. Let's push across and attack the Shilka with our fake BT. I know they're technically not BTRs, but I don't know. They are technically BTRs, but they're technically not. I don't know. It's weird. Like, I'm gonna try to refer to these guys as Scorpions, but at the same time they're also BTRs. Like, it's just kind of, I don't know. It's hard to sometimes know what to call these things, but we'll try to call them by their name that we see over their unit card. So these guys are Scorpions, not BTRs. Can we engage these Bokshonzu? Doesn't look like it. I would love to engage the Shilka and then get 3 cargo trucks for free. Oh. Here comes the 40 Mikes. They're engaging these cargo trucks. Be nice if... Oh, wait. They surrendered? Ooh, they retreated, and we did knock out 2 of their units already. And look at these Haibiyun commandos. Oh, look at the kill list. And then the Byonggaes did an amazing job. I think they lost 2 of those Su-30s. Not great, not bad. We only lost 2 K1s and a logistics truck. And the 2 K1s were sort of acceptable losses. I mean, there wasn't really much I could do there. So it looks like Daegu is safe for the time being. Yongjok, they have a bunch of Chanma 90s and Chanma 214s. And they have some jets. So we should probably send our own jets after them. And then these Peace Pheasants, because they have ATGMs. And then we'll send these Byonggaes to Ushang, where they have less good tanks, artillery, and only like 20 infantry. Yeah, like 4 Strela with some AA APCs, a couple of these Recordus rifle units, and some recon units. And then this, okay, there's a lot of... Ooh, that's not bad. 27 AP. Here we go. So this ATS-103 normally only has the gun, but they give it the ATGM-2, which makes this thing a lot more scary. I'm just going to have to get used to not just assuming what a unit has, but actually learning what a unit has. So there's not many units over here. I mean, we have these K1A2s. We have these Leclercs, which, by the way, don't get joked or memed on by it. These guys don't have a big gun. They only have a 40 millimeter, not 100 and whatever 20 mil or 25 mil, whatever the Leclerc normally has. You can't rely on the picture, which is what I'm trying to do most of the time. You got to read the stats. So they have a 40 millimeter gun, a 40 millimeter grenade launcher, and some of the APS modules. And then these K1A2s. I mean, honestly, we could fight the battle for Yuchang and probably just destroy them. And then what's in the battle for Yongjok? I think there's not much here either. They do have some artillery coming in over here. Well, why don't we do the other battle? Why don't we do the battle for Yuchang? And yeah, it's the bridge map. Nice. We'll probably end up maybe defending this instead of these 2, just because they do have quite a few tanks. But we do have these Haibiyun commandos, but I don't know if we have enough of them. But we're going to jump in, and we're going to set up our units, and I'll be right back. Alright, I think we have a pretty decent setup. We're just going to have 1 CV all the way in the back here. And then I hope that we can get a couple points. We'll get the other CV. We only have 2 available to us. 1 tank, 1 infantry again. The other one we'll probably put right here. So we have another more interesting call-in zone, a little closer to the front. But I don't want to risk that right now. We have 5 tanks, of which, well, 1 of them doesn't have a gun, technically speaking, not a long-range gun anyway, but 5 tanks here, and a very interesting setup here, I think, with these commandos and some Recordus rifles backed up with another recon tank, a FOB, and my personal favorite, this new K2. Look at those stats! 23 frontal armor, a long-range gun, great accuracy, great AP power. Personally, I'm really freaking excited to see how this one is going to roll out. So we're going to have to start battle, and get these guys the hell out of there before they get themselves too deep into trouble. We'll get ourselves a bamboo to move up here ASAP. I wish that we had some sort of helicopter to get it up here sooner, but you know, we don't. I'm going to probably end up getting, I'm a little wondering what I could do here. I could potentially move some tanks down here, but we also, this is going to be a massacre. We have jets as well. The only downside is we're not making a ton of points right now. That'll happen soon. Our commandos are already engaging these VTTs. I think there is something to be said for not having all of them fire at the same time, because they're just firing. Look at that. They fire 4 missiles at 1 APC. It kind of seems worth it to me when you consider what I don't know. I guess I'm trying to say that it makes sense to me to have all of them fire at the same unit, although at the same time it kind of doesn't, right? Because you're wasting like 4 rockets on something that they shouldn't waste it on. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I can get away from that. I mean, granted, it's a little stupid to do the way I'm doing it. I'm not sure where these guys are going, but they're probably going to get knocked out. These commandos are going to destroy. Look at that. They just destroyed both those APCs. That's brutal. We could get ourselves... Oh, there we go. A K1, A2. Oh, there's the Susong Po, ATGM. Look at that. Did you see that? Did you see that? One of these guys, you can see right here, he spent 1 frag round. Or this guy did 2. Oh, this guy did 2. So 3 of them spent a frag round, a little bit overkill, but they intercepted that ATGM, which I think is really, really cool. It's a really cool mechanic. I don't think this guy is going to survive long enough to... Yeah, I don't think he's going to survive long enough to fire another one so we can see it intercepted again. I just thought that was really cool, the way that that system works in this version. Well, I say this version of Wargame. I mean, in this mod for Wargame. So some tanks can indeed defend themselves, or others, you just saw how it defended one of these tanks that wasn't targeted. For example, this Kufra did use its frag round to cover this K1A2. So to me personally, that's really cool. Now we got some more stuff to capture up here. I mean, this is going to be a massacre. I guess what we'll end up doing is get another one of these Kufras, drive it in front over here, and we'll just clear out 2 Nam Gang. I'm not sure how balanced these original campaigns are. I didn't read... Oh. I'm not sure what's going to happen here. Okay, it looks like it's shooting, but it's shooting invisible rounds, I think. Yeah, it's definitely shooting, but it's not. Okay, it's not showing that it's shooting. That's kind of hilarious. We have... Ooh, nice. We do have these... we have the air call-in tab is coming from right over here, so this is a little OP. Yeah, this is brutal. I didn't read anything that said that this wasn't a good idea. Like, I didn't read anything that said that this wasn't balanced. But I feel pretty strong right now. Our Kufra, you can hold fire. So now it is actually engaging. You can see the rounds coming out sometimes. I'm not sure how or why it does do it sometimes and it does do it the other time. But okay, there we go. That seems to be firing. Though I'm not sure it's doing some damage. We could get... Oh, it's a lot of record. I don't think... Okay, so it cannot shoot down a recorder's rifles with those frag launchers. But here comes our patent reinforcements. I mean, we get a bunch of very crappy techs, but it'll be funny, I think. Okay, 1. And the other one should be coming up right here. Alright, here we go. Q move. There we go. Oh, what? What? Did you see that? I've never seen it do that before. It just destroyed all of those things. That was weird. Every number, like 4 times 10 just popped up. Whatever this unit is gone. Boom. Is it gone? Oh, it survived, actually. Alright, let's drive up here and just destroy what we can. We could actually get 2 cargo trucks to come over here from back here to make sure that we repair whatever needs to be repaired. And some of these guys actually lost some health. So we'll have to work on those guys in a second. And then I don't think we really need anything else. I mean, these battles are going to be a little brutal. I don't know. I hope that this is balanced enough where I don't feel like I'm rolling over them too hard, but it kind of feels like that when they have very crappy tanks and I have these M1A or K1A2s and even K2s. I mean, that's just nuts. This thing has a lot of stuff going for it. So the thing can smoke. Okay, that is cool. And then obviously you can just get it back because it's in the CV or in the fob range. That's really cool. I didn't know it worked that way. I'm not sure if I like the idea of having smoke or APS. Smoke has its benefits and APS has its benefits, obviously, but I mean at the same time, I mean that's not bad. Being able to smoke your own vehicle at just a moment's notice. And it does a decent smoke screen. I thought it would be like one grenade, but it does a decent smoke screen too. Like, let's do it again. I mean, that's maybe super close, but you can defend your tank. At least you could retreat out of certain situations. Like, let's say you're being overwhelmed, or maybe even, you know, allows you to be unspotted by aircraft. So it's not a bad idea at all, actually. Let's get these trucks back just because they're really just kind of a waste of time now. I just wanted to repair these units to make sure they didn't get destroyed. Here are some T-55s. So I'm not sure, okay, so I'm not sure what this thing does because it's a little bit glitchy here, obviously, but this is where the mod part comes in, but I'm just not sure how this works considering that it like fires invisible rounds, but it does actually, it looks like it just destroyed one of those T-55s. We're just gonna Q move there, Q move there, and Q move there. And Q move, in case you wonder why I'm saying Q move is the attack order, which basically means you drive to a location. If you engage, if you see any enemies on the way, you stop and engage. Well, he just one-shot at that unit. What the hell? It's got a 7 AP power on a 4. I mean, it's a 40 mil. I thought it was a 20 mil. I don't know why I said it was a 20, or in my brain I must have thought it was a 20 mil, but it's a 40 mil, so that's huge. We do have some reinforcements here. That might be their CV. Yep, and that's the game. I gotta say, I feel a little strong. Enemies total victory, so they're gonna retreat. But I don't know what they can do because they lost all their CVs. So are they gone? Because they can't use those guys anymore. Yeah, let's go back. Let's go to these units. So they don't have any CVs, so they can't use them anymore. So none of these guys can attack me right now, right? Because they have no CVs. So these guys are just waiting here for this unit that maybe comes down and then supports them. Then they at least have one CV. I don't know. This unit doesn't have a CV. These guys are going to come down, I think. Mi-24s. Ooh, that looks scary. That middle one. Or the Shedishin. That's actually pretty decent missiles. This one is just a hell. Oh, those are big rockets for a little bird. And this is a recon. And then what do we have here? J-16s. Ooh, those 2012. Those are some really scary missiles, both the anti-air and the ground ones. MiG-29s, just a regular anti-air, and then these A5Is, I think. So they have some decent cluster bombs. I think we're going to end this particular video by doing the battle for Yongjok. This used to be a scary battle, but to me in the past, because you'd only have like 2 or 3 K. Well, that's not true. You'd have like 8 K1s, and now, but like this is just like, man, we have anti-air, great anti-air by the way. We have great planes. The couple of Su-25s they have are just going to be blasted out of the sky. So we'll play this battle. We'll call the end of the video after that, and then hopefully you guys like Ashen Shadows enough where you want to see me play some more. Guess let's set up our stuff and we'll be right back. Alright, very weird setup. Trust me, this is going to work. Actually, I'm going to delete 2 of these helicopters. We'll have 8 of our SEALs get into this factory complex. We'll have our Hybrid Commandos kind of watching down this road, though I'm assuming this will be a massacre one way or another. I'll have some of the SEALs covering my flank. We have a K1s back here to cover a CV, as well as a CV here. They're going to just double up to make sure. I don't really care about 2 Daegu a lot. It's not worth it. It's got no points. It's giving me a +4. We do have these K2 pips. Look at these. These are nuts. They're 155 point tanks, 24 frontal armor, great stats. just not going to use them in this battle. I don't think that there is really a reason to just right now. We would have some helicopters, these Q Surions with some awesome spikes. Not going to use those either. I am, however, I don't know why I said it like use those. I don't know why I said it that weird. We're going to get one of these KFC 16s because I do. Oh, wait, these guys have Zuni missiles on them? Oh my god, these guys are okay. Interesting. Didn't know that. Just realized that. We're going to get one of these KFC 16s to try and counter any of their Su-25s. And just to be double sure, we'll get two K263s, which, by the way, aren't radar guided anymore, it seems like, which is interesting. And then we have two of these KP Sam Pegasus, which I think are Finnish AA here in the game. But these guys are nuts. They have long range, decent missiles, great accuracy. Personally, super hyped. We're going to get everyone to get out. And 1, 2, get in these buildings. Hueys, get out of there. This twin Huey, get out of there. So these are technically supposed to be different. They do have some rockets on board, but I don't want to really risk them, so we're not going to do it. We're just going to get them out of there. These K263s, I guess, could be a little bit more further back from these buildings, so they have a little bit more range or viewability, I suppose. Don't get these Scorpions out of there. Do not want to lose these at all. If I lost those, I'd be really annoyed at myself. And I guess at that point, we'll probably get a Fiat to cover the flanks. So we'll get a Fiat here and a Fiat here. Or we'll maybe get you more over here. There we go. And this way we can kind of spot anything that's coming in. When we get some points, and it'll take a little while, I wouldn't even mind having a little adventure army of 4 of these K1s, and then we'll probably just replace one of the Fiats with them. And we'll add those along to a little pushing force. But I don't know. I'm not really sure how to feel about pushing right now until we have at least a couple more K1s on the field. So we need about 240 points to get the extra 4. So what we'll get those, and then I'm also surprised, why are these hardened? These guys are trained. Wouldn't you put your best tank crew in the... I don't know. I feel like you put your best crew in these, but I guess the idea could be that these guys are newly assigned and these are not. But I don't know. I don't know why you wouldn't put everyone that's like you're hardened or even veteran or your more elite crew you'd put in a better vehicle. But hey, whatever. Let's get 4 of these. Oh, they actually did capture that just now. Well, kind of expected that. Let's get 4 of these with the Fiat. And we'll get a recon unit, I guess, instead. And we'll deploy them out here to this area so they can sort of forward recon, see anything comes our way. If they do come under air attack, we'll have these KFC 16s. But are these... So these KFC 16s actually carry AT... I didn't even look at that yet. I totally was fixated on these AMRAAMs. They carry long range, insane 75 accuracy and 27 AP. These guys rival... I don't know why they're so cheap. They have 1,000 speed, 40% ECM, decent turn radius, long range missiles. I mean, their accuracy on these missiles is maybe a little, but it's not bad. It's just, you fire 4 missiles and you expect 2 to hit. With this, you fire 4 missiles and you expect 3 to hit. That's nuts to me. That's actually pretty... I've never seen those units. I just thought these guys were going to be pure anti-air. So that's why I kind of just assigned them to this sector to fight the Su-25s. But then, I mean, why would I want these Mavericks? I mean, what? They're just a joke. These guys, these JSAMs are way better. Anyway, let's get this helicopter out of here. Recon, put you in the building here. Helicopter's going to get out. K1s, they're going to just drive up. Backed up by the Fiat. And then we're going to get more of these KFC 16s. Oh, we can only get 2. Damn. I was hoping to get more. These Peace Bridges are really cheap. Honestly, very surprising. I didn't know they had rockets. I kind of want to see what happens if I just I don't think they have rockets under their wings. So it's gonna like it's just gonna spawn rockets out of nowhere, right? Okay, so invisible rockets. That's cool. Or K1s. I mean, we can just kind of push into their sector here. Like I said, if they do send anything at me, I'll just be like, nope. We'll get 2 these K263s to cover the advance. What's wrong with my English? The last couple of days I've had such a hard time speaking any sort of English to myself. I don't know why. I want to see these ATGMs in action. I know these are just VTTs or just little transports, but I want to see what they do. Okay. Jesus. Okay, those are really not bad. I mean, they're only VTTs, but I mean, those were, I don't know, I kind of wish it only fired one at a time, because 75% accuracy, why would you need more than one missile at a time, am I right? Okay, keep pushing these guys up. K263s. K1s can fire on the move. They have a 50% stabilizer. That's really not bad. Actually, that's really, okay. Maybe the campaign isn't as balanced as I thought. I feel like I'm just rolling over these people right now. Like, this is nuts. We can just kind of follow these K1As in here. Another CV. That might already beat our last CV. Oh, that one's down. That was really cool. They all changed direction. That's not true to have another CV up in the top left point. But this is just nuts. Okay. Well, we'll capture their fob. I'm okay with that. Hopefully they don't fire. Okay, so when you say target supplies in the menu, it includes fobs. That's a little stupid. But we'll capture it. I mean, I'll take a fob if I can cat it. Does the flag change in the front if you capture it? There's a North Korean flag right here. Okay, let's get KFC-16. K1. Line up. Dude, they are destroying these people. KFC-16 rockets. Oh, we lost 2 of these K1s. Okay, little scarier than I thought. Little scarier, little scarier, little scarier, little scarier. Okay, we just lost half of those K1s. It's a little annoying. It's my own fault. Peace bridge. Okay, so that's really not good. We just lost. Okay, we just lost 4 of those K1s. Oh, okay. 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 Okay, hold on. Okay, they just sent the entire military, the entire North Korean military just came this way. Let's get the hell out of here. Okay, it's KFC-16. See if we can say this Fiat. I don't know if we can, but I'd love to try. One away. Oh, that got a... It got a double? How did it... Is it like high... Is there any... I don't know. I don't know why it got a double kill. That's another one. Okay, well, this is interesting. I'm interested. Don't know. Oh my god, that's a whole other freaking company of units. Okay, well, let's just send some peace pheasants, because I think if I don't give them a specific target, will they not just pick a random target at will? I don't know. I haven't... They should, I think. Oh, they will. Oh, this is going to be glorious. They should all be targeting random... Oh god, it's like a wave of... Okay, they all kind of targeted the same guy, more or less. That was relatively okay. That must be all of their tanks, basically, though. Hopefully these guys resupply pretty fast. I'm gonna need them to be a little faster than I think. Peace bridge. Let's hit those APCs in the back there with their rockets. I don't think these tanks will care for Zuni rockets, but these Type 63s... It's cool. It's just kind of weird how the rocket's gonna spawn out of nowhere. Hopefully these guys don't see my Fiat. I'm gonna get these K263s out of here, though. Okay, so the K1, the assault was a little stupid. I really thought, I felt like I was invincible, and then I clearly was not invincible. I think we found that out pretty damn fast. Okay, I'm wondering if it's worth engaging these Type 63s. Oh, it was not. Gonna be honest with you. Gonna be really honest with you. I really thought that he could do that a little faster. Oh, come on. You're hidden, right? 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 You're hidden. You're hidden. Oh. I don't even know how that worked. Okay, hold. I'm very surprised it survived. I don't think it... Oh, you lucky bastard. I really don't think it should have survived. That was kind of hilarious, honestly. Let's get some helicopters. I don't know. I kind of want to see this Suryan, how it does. And then let's just... Oh, that's not good. They're coming for me. We could... Oh, this Fiat is so dead. It was an honor to serve alongside you, gentlemen. Well, that's not bad. I mean, it's not great. This Fiat is super dead. It's so dead. Alright, Fiat, hold. Now we're getting some good long-range missiles off on these tanks. We're still knocking them out, but this is just a joke, right? They're going to destroy me. Yep. Oh, that was brutal. Alright, let's take a look at this thing. Is this like a Super Puma model? Oh, it's a French Marine helicopter. Right, so it is a Super Puma, I think. But I do like that it has those. I think it's the Israeli missiles. Although I just don't have any eyes on anything, so I can't really see. So I think with these peace pheasants, the way to do it in the future will be to send them in very sparingly. We might want to get a recon unit to move up here. So we'll send one, then two, then instead of spending all at the same time, because they'll all more or less target the front unit, we could send them in with like a 5 or maybe somewhere between 5 and 10 second delay. Because if you put that delay in there, I think they have a little bit of a better chance of actually not targeting the same unit. I wonder if these guys can see anything yet. I'm really surprised that they haven't sent any Su-25s out. I would have loved to knock those out. That's kind of why I had those K263s drive all the way up, because I was hoping I could knock those out. You know, because they would send the planes and I could counter them, but yeah, it doesn't seem like that worked out for me. This thing is 300 kilometers an hour. It's actually pretty fast if I really wanted it to. I just want to try and find these tanks. I know this isn't really a recon helicopter and it's pretty expensive to use it for what I'm using it right now, but it looks like they're about to run into all of the mess I'm about to make for them over here with all these Hybiun commandos. This is going to be great. Let's get a Chinook to land over here. Drop some ammo. These missiles are just a waste. Oh, they're actually doing something. It looks like it. Okay, one piece pheasant. Ready? 2-piece pheasant. Ready? 3-piece pheasant. Ready? 4-piece pheasant. Ready? 5-piece pheasant. Ready? 6-piece pheasant. Ready? Oh, this is just brutal, man. What the hell? They're just getting absolutely destroyed. These guys haven't barely even shot anyone. And there's not even anyone left to kill anymore. Oh, man. I would have loved to see those. Oh, this thing's got 1 missile left. I would have loved to see their jets come out. I think that would have been good. But it doesn't look like we're going to get it today. Hybiun commandos get to knock out this Chamaho before it even fires. Yeah, that's just... God damn, that's nuts. A really good unit. Those Hybiun commandos. Saving the day, tell you that. We could maybe... Oh, look at that. It's going to waste a missile on it. Is it going to hit it? Okay, good. And then we can use the other... There we go. The peace pheasant could knock out the other 2... Yeah, okay. Well... I could send some of these K2 pips up here. Maybe we can get these guys to all come together on the left. Do sort of a rush up this hill, see what's going on. We'll back that up by 2 helicopters and a Suryan. This one can go back to base. So we'll deploy them into town, push them into the zone, use helicopters and some of my... actually, let's just do a rocket run here, because we can. It might even look cool, although this wasn't spread them. You know, it doesn't have those... It just has the explosions, but... Yeah, you know, the idea is there. No, we'll deploy the infantry into town, push them into Daegu, use the helicopters to do some immediate fire support in case we find anything. And we always have our jets, our KFC-16s, and our Peace Pheasants are almost already ready. So we'll deploy them here and there. Is this thing amphibious? I could send it across, but Venom, come on, deploy anytime now, anytime. Take take any longer, and there we go. And then mark them as 1. Okay, let's roll. Maybe we'll send this. Actually, I don't want to lose this other Fiat because I don't know what the recon units are in this, but I don't want to lose both Fiats because I already lost one. Let's not lose both. Just get a rocket run to come in here. Surion. Is there... Oh, what are you doing? Come on, do a rocket run or something. It's like the guy who prods the guy with the stick. He's just flying around. Hey, come on, do something. Hello? This guy just doesn't really care about the orders he's being given. Oh, there we go. Finally, he decides to get his act together. And Zuni away just because we can. There's really no point in doing that unless you think these guys aren't really super useful, but it's more for the meme, I guess, at this point. As we push into here, I don't think... Do we have any more CVs? We do actually have quite a few. Helicopter, tank. Yeah, okay, we do have some CVs here. Let's pull these guys up on the ridge. Hopefully we can see something. We got armor spotted. Peace Pheasant. Although the Hyabayug might already deal with these guys. Oh, okay, they're actually armored though. Peace Pheasant 1. And Peace Pheasant 2. Oh, Chamaho 90, look at that. They're called Chamaho 90. Oh, maybe because they're a year, because not their gun, because their guns are not 90 mils. That's a lot of tanks. Okay, 1 down. Sent more Peace Pheasants. Oh, we can't see them anymore. Dang it. Get out of there, boys. Alright. I don't know. Did I spot their CV? These guys haven't fired. Oh, no, this did fire a missile, so maybe it did spot a CV. Let's get our SEALs to push all the way in here. Get a helicopter to land all the way in this corner here. It's got a free zone, I guess. This is a very... I never really understood this map. It's very small. There's so much more here that they could have fought over in this specific map, but doesn't really matter, I guess. We'll send a CV there. We have another CV. Actually, we have 3 CVs for 2 zones now, but that's kind of whatever. Why don't we get another Chinook up here to resupply these Hyabayun commandos, because they're going through those missiles like, holy crap. They're about to go through them even faster when they drive right up the road. Here comes the Peace Pheasants. 1. Stealing the Hyabayun commandos kills, obviously. 2. Maybe we'll need another Chinook just for more ammo, more ammo, more ammo. Another Peace Pheasant. Which, I don't really care about targeting any specific units because they're all kind of the same and they'll probably get destroyed in the end anyway. Missiles away, and yeah, you know, pretty accurate. CV, or not CV. Supply unit, come in here. Okay, doesn't look like they have anything to show, like, did we destroy their CV that was in here? I'm looking for a wreck. It's just a rocket. It's from that Zuni thing that did a lot. Yeah, doesn't seem like there's anything here. Okay, whatever. We'll keep pushing up. Oh, these Hyabayun commandos. Let's see. I need to keep them supplied. Don't want to lose these guys. Oh, what's that? Trucks? They're literally just supply trucks. Okay. Oh, he fired at those supply trucks. That's a waste of a freaking missile if I've ever seen one. And these K1s can just... Wow. Well, that was just a massacre, wasn't it? Okay. Well, I guess we could try and maybe push up a recon to here? I think it's going to just drive straight through here and then get up there. I don't know if I can fast move it, if it will move on the road here. I don't want it to move on this road. No. That's stupid. Doesn't seem like there's anything here, though, so... Potentially, we could move my SEALs into this forest. These commandos can get healed up and supplied. It's mostly their missiles that probably just take a buttload of supply from these units. That's the only thing. Look at the supply drain. 2 seconds later, it's out of supply and fly back, and it's not even done. In the meantime, I guess let's get another Chinook or two. It's a good thing I sent my supplies this way. Okay, well, it's about to run out of supply on just that one unit alone. That's honestly pretty nuts. I haven't really... I mean, these guys actually... Wait, it says they're 40, so it's 4 of 10, but their strength is 15, so shouldn't they have 60? I don't know. Maybe I'm just stupid. Who knows? Very, very likely that it's something that I'm just not smart enough to understand. Let's just assume this peace pheasant won't kill both, even though he could. It's very unlikely, though. Yeah, that's what I thought. He probably would target the same guy twice. That's fine. He can target them both, and boom. Seals, we'll push them up. We'll probably leave the Haibayungs here. We'll push the seals into these buildings at the end of the road. Maybe get a recon unit. Like a recon infantry. This guy's taking damage from that? Oh, it took damage from the fire? Get out of here. Okay. Well, we'll keep pushing up, and then we'll get this Fiat to get all the way into the zone, and then we'll use these 2 recon units to push into this town. Hopefully they get there around the same time that this Twin Huey gets there with the recon infantry. These guys are slow, though. They're only 220. What did these Venoms go? 280. Okay. Well, I mean, 280 versus 220 is a relatively big difference. What is that? Whatever it was, it must have been one of those Type 63s, maybe? Am I stupid? I just saw it said plus 20. Can't see the rec for it, though. Oh, it was infantry. Oh, okay. Well, they just got... So it was recon infantry that they had here. I think that was their only 2 recon units they had. Unless they had 4, and then I'm wrong. Let's get these Twin Hueys to land more closer over here. We can deploy the infantry recon there. Push up. Fire at will on. Spike. Okay, disembark. We'll push these guys to the edge. Get some eyes on the sector. I mean, we have so many points to loot. 7,000. I mean, I'm kind of stupid that I lost those. I'm honestly annoyed, just if anything, personally, that I lost the... Let's pull this Chinook out of there. Doesn't really need to sit there with 3 of them. I'm just honestly really annoyed at myself how I lost those K1s. I honestly just thought that they weren't a big threat anymore to me, and I just felt like really overconfident, and that's when you lose stuff, right? So, my own fault. Let's get this thing to more fly over here so we can call it back in the future. And then we can probably just, I don't know if we can really get eyes on anything from here. I mean, we just need to clear the zone, but I don't know how many tanks they have left. I can't imagine there's many. Helicopters, maybe more go up. Maybe more go up. English do be hard. I can't speak it. Lately, literally just been stumbling over my words for some weird reason. Fiat, we'll push you up more. We have planes on standby. Actually, let's have 2 peace pheasants. There we go. Let's have 2 peace pheasants going to patrol over here. Hold fire. Don't need to waste on that. 1 peace pheasant go... Oh, hello? Ooh, they retreated, destroying their tank regiment. So they only have, yeah, that's it. They didn't send any of these Su-25s at me, but I think that was a very successful day. There's not much we can do. I think what we can do is we can RNRU. We could technically get those K1s to go back and heal, but it's going to RNR them. And then I think that we're going to end a turn. And by the end of that turn, we'll call it the end of the first episode, which I think is a pretty long episode. But hey, you know, I know people like long wargame videos. So, okay, so here comes the U.S. forces. Yo, is this Gary Gensler from the SEC? There we go. If someone gets that, I would love to hear it in the comment section. Anyway, if you're still watching to this point in the video, you're already a champ in my eyes. This is all very basic. We just get, oh no, we get to do another blah, blah, blah. We get to fly flying off the side. All right, so this is going to be interesting. I actually am very much looking forward to the naval invasion of Seoul with the Ash and Shadows mod. It looks like we have SMAWs, heavy U.S. Marines, SDRBs, the Independents. We have Navy SEALs who still have a shitty grenade launcher instead of an anti-tank weapon. That's great. We have LAVs, we have M60s, we have Sea Cobras, Super Cobras, Comanches, Tornadoes, ICAP Prowlers. Yo, no cap, bro. 50 points, which I think is great, which means we can call in some Super Hornets with their... it's kind of seems a little underwhelming after those KFC-16s. We have these Corsairs, which I think are very old and not really worth bringing, but maybe we'll bring some of them. They do have Zuni. Wait, how is that going to work? They have Zunis and bombs? How did they target both at the same time? And then for land forces, yeah, here we go. This is it. We have Marines with more SMAWs. We have Patriots, LAVs again, M60s. We have M1A1 Abrams with M3A2 Bradleys with tows. This is going to be very interesting. I'm very excited. We're going to be jumping into this in the next video. For now, it looks like we have to defend our zone, but they can't fight me here in Yuchang, right? Like, they just can't. They don't have a CV. So, here, watch me do this. Yeah, I didn't think they could do much to me there. Let's R&R these guys. I mean, I'm actually going to play in the next episode already, but I can't push into them here because this is like an early campaign where they don't want you to be overwhelmed. But yeah, that was okay. An easy battle, easy life. I guess the same goes for Yongjok, so we could do the same thing there. Yep. Thank you, sir. And R&R all these guys. Just, oh, I could have pulled these tanks back, but at the same time, I do need them up there. This is actually pretty interesting. It looks like we can have all of our air forces come together in Daegu, where they do have a CV. But this is going to be a brutal battle. We could just sit there and destroy them in like 5 minutes. But that'll be for a future episode. For now, I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I'd love to see you in the next one. Cheers.